A big regular season finale for St. Louis and San Antonio as the winner in Week 10 has home field advantage for the XFL Conference Championship game. How do these two stack up in Saturday's showdown? Well, maybe a tale of the tape will tell the story. But first, gear up for the USFL playoff with Royal Retros, hats, jerseys, shirts, and even more from the new and classic Birmingham Stallions and Michigan Panthers. It's all available right now on RoyalRetros.com, and while you're there, check out the big sale on USFL sideline satin jackets, now just $29.99. On top of that, use the code JLS and get 10% off your entire order. Orders $100 and over get free shipping with an estimated delivery time of 4 to 7 business days. Check out RoyalRetros.com. Use code JLS at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Now, on to the video.
You know, I got to get message clear across to our players, and you know, we got to come back, and we will. This is the one thing about this team. They respond well.
St. Louis head coach Anthony Becht needs his team to respond well after a shocker of an upset at Arlington last week. That loss, coupled with San Antonio's win over Birmingham, sets up the Week 10 matchup to decide who will host the XFL title game, with the winner of that one heading on to a spot in the UFL Championship. Let's see how the quarterbacks match up in this one. San Antonio was happy to have Chase Garbers back under center after his injury in Week 3. Now, he looked pretty solid in handing Birmingham its only loss of the season, even though Garbers didn't start the game.
We're going to bring this guy back and kind of wean him in so he could kind of get the rust off. Well, he got the rust off pretty quickly because Dormady got hurt, and so he ended up playing basically the whole second half. So, but it did a great job. So.
Head coach Wade Phillips lost only once with Garbers out of the lineup, but there's no doubt a fully healthy Garbers is a huge asset to the Brahmas. Speaking of healthy quarterbacks, Battlehawks signal caller A.J. McCarron should be a go Saturday after sitting out the last couple of games with an ankle injury. He was the backup to Manny Wilkins in last weekend's loss to Arlington, but had there been more on the line, McCarron probably would have been on the field. I'll have to give the advantage to St. Louis in the QB category because, let's face it, McCarron is still 4th in the league in passing yards even with a couple of absences, and McCarron has experience in winning the big games. Both quarterbacks have some nice offensive weapons, with St. Louis receiver Hakeem Butler leading the league in yardage, but San Antonio's Jontre Kirkland, he's in 3rd place. He helped the Brahmas with the win over Birmingham by even throwing a touchdown. His teammate, running back Anthony McFarland, has been a beast since returning from injury. He's versatile, and he can be an X factor for the Brahmas in this one. He came back none too soon with the injury to John Lovett. Now, Jacob Sailors has been doing work for the Battlehawks on the ground and is 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. So, the wide receivers and running backs for both teams are so good, well, this is a push to me. Defense wins championships, they say, and both defenses will have their work cut out for them Saturday. The Brahmas showed what they could do against the Stallions, becoming the only team to hold the Stallions under 10 points this season. The Brahmas have some talented individual players, but luckily for the Brahmas, they don't play as individuals. They're one of the best units in the league. Take nothing away from St. Louis's defense, which is 3rd in the league just behind the Brahmas, but my takeaway is San Antonio has the defensive advantage in this one. So we have St. Louis with the quarterback advantage. It's a push on the running backs and wide receivers. And defensively, I think San Antonio has the edge. So how do we break this tie? There is no doubt the Dome will be rocking as the Battlehawks fans are going to be pulling for their team to return home for the XFL Conference Championship rematch with San Antonio. The Brahmas have lost only twice this season. One of those losses was to St. Louis at the Alamo Dome. There's no advantage like home field advantage, and there is no fan base in the UFL like St. Louis. If there is a determining factor off the field, it's this. So give me St. Louis over San Antonio in Week 10 and a return to the Dome for both teams in the XFL title game. Give me your thoughts on Week 10 and the playoffs down in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe for all kinds of alt football videos, including these videos right here.